Like there are things you can literally do. Like someone talk to you, only give a one word answer. Like,
That's
keep it
it.
short.
That's it.
Yeah.
I do.
No. You're probably like, yeah. No, the answer is yep. Nope. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like that's wrong.
Thirsty. I have a girl code that I think everybody will probably
like. I don't care if it's a picture of the dog on the page. Nobody better like it.
Like, I feel like you should look at it like I deserve this. Yes. This is my
Hey, welcome back to Melanated Opinion. I'm Shanita.
I'm Takara.
I'm Crystal. And on today's show, we're gonna just kind of talk to y'all, but we're gonna start off with a question like what we've been doing. Who has a question?
I do. Well, I have something that's similar to a question. Basically, it is if we were playing a movie and it was a crime scene movie. So we have to pick out of these who would play which part. You have the doctor, the lawyer, crime scene investigator, witness, murderer, accomplice, and the neighbor.
Oh, girl, I feel like I gotta write that down. So you got to do one at a time.
Okay. So you have the doctor.
Okay.
The lawyer.
Okay.
Oh, so you want me to do one? Okay.
Meaning like, let's pick who we think would do those. Because I can't remember all of that.
All right.
So the
doctor.
I say Shanita. And Takara's the lawyer.
For sure.
And I'm the neighbor.
I would have said you would be the doctor.
Crystal?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of figured Crystal too, because she's into like holistic ways of like doing things, and she's always like researching what could help with whatever. So it seemed like maybe you would be the doctor.
Yeah, but it's a crime scene, so I'm more like I want to be minding my own business. If it's for like just like let's just be free and just do nothing. Yes, but if it's important, nah, get it to somebody else.
That's why my picks for Crystal, because I also have a news reporter. So I would have said Crystal would be the doctor, the news reporter, or the neighbor.
Okay.
And then for Zakara, I would have said you would be the crime scene investigator.
I probably would do that too.
And then
that's the lawyers too.
Yeah. I say you, Shanita, for the crime investigator too, because you like to ask a lot of questions.
Oh, that's true.
The thing going on.
Yeah, the only thing, it depends on what type of crime, like how bad it is, or because I ain't gonna want to look at all of that. But
me neither. And
see, I thought you would.
No, so here's the thing. I like to listen to the true crime podcast, right? That's because I'm only listening, but to actually see like the gore and blood in real life deceased bodies. Well, real life, no life deceased bodies. That would be a lot. So,
but they were saying, what was the name of it? Behavioral minds, criminal minds, and they were saying Gideon. That's one of the reasons why he stopped, because after doing it so much, it started kind of getting to his head. Even though it was fake, it was like him, actually playing it out. It started bothering him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And like I think a while back, I probably would have wanted to like go and look at the actual body. I don't know if y'all remember. Takara probably don't know, and I don't know if Shanita remember. Do you remember someone like got hit in front of my parents' house, and the body ended up in the yard, and the head was he was on a motorcycle.
What?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so what happened from scratch? Because I never heard the story.
Yeah, me either.
I think it was a guy on a motorcycle trying to pass a car, or trying to pass like a big 18-wheeler or something. And he ended up getting hit, and the body ended up in my parents' yard. And I feel like the man's head was like flat like a pancake. And I think I did kind of like go down there and look at it. I wonder how old I was. I can't remember. Yeah.
Did you know it was a body, or you were just going because it was a lot of people outside?
Yeah, I know it was a body. Good. Yes. And I didn't have bad dreams. It didn't look like, nasty or disgusting or anything like that. It just was a dead body. I think at that time I wasn't like mentally, I was just like, oh, okay, this is just from watching crime scene shows. It just wasn't as big of a deal. Like watching TV.
But see, I didn't even know they had crime scene. Like I'm thinking of like the Heat of the Night.
Oh no, they get more graphic nowadays. Like that's old school.
But I'm saying, did they have shows like what we watch now?
Yes,
like
but they were
order.
But they were not actually showing a lot of that stuff, like gory parts of it. I feel like the shows now, they show a lot more of that. Yeah, like the images.
Action movies have showed more than anything else. And I used to watch a lot of action movies. So like stuff with guns and people getting killed, like that was up my alley. But now I'm kind of like, nah, I don't think I want that in my head. So
yeah, but I still watch it though. But I just have to stop watching it at night. Like I have to watch something and then watch it and then watch something else that's totally different.
So it's not fresh in your mind when you go to sleep. Oh, that I can see that.
Did y'all see that meme where it was like people watch a scary movie and then it's like, oh, let me turn on this cartoon before I go to sleep.
To balance things out.
That's me. It was so bad. Like I got to the point where I watch a scary movie, but I turn the volume down. Like I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to hear it. Like it was bad.
What is the point of watching it? Why is it even on the screen?
I didn't want to watch it in the first place, but it might have been somebody I was with that wanted to watch it. I hate scary movies. Like to me, something don't even supposed to be scary. I'm scared. Like I'm super scared. I hate that. Like what's the Da Vinci Code? I think. Yeah,
that's not scary.
Exactly. It was scary to me. Like when that guy came out of nowhere towards like there was something in the office. Like I screamed. I was the only person screamed in the movies because I went to the movies to see it. I was so embarrassed, but I was scared.
You remember we went to go see Hunger Games. And it's not even really scary. At the end of the movie, you like beating my arm. And I'm like, it's not even all that scary. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So actually, in the theaters right now, there's a movie called The Black Phone. Have you guys heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I went and saw it because I like scary movies. I saw that movie maybe like 2 weekends ago, and it was so good. It was about, now see, I don't remember who said they didn't like clowns. Maybe it was Melissa, but somebody said they did not like clowns and they didn't mess around with clowns. But this was like in the 80s, and the guy was like kidnapping kids, and he had 2 houses. And so one house is where he kept, and they were right across the street from each other. And he had a soundproof basement, and he would take them downstairs and like, like maybe leave the door cracked, but the minute that they tried to like break out, then he would kill them. Like that would be his excuse. Like you didn't listen, you didn't stay in the basement like I told you to, and so now I have to kill you. But then the last kid who got kidnapped, he was visited by like the previous. Do you guys want to tell? You guys are not going to go see it, no?
No, I'm definitely.
He was visited. So, spoiler alert for folks who may be interested. Like, give me 2 minutes and then I'll be done. But so then the last kid who got kidnapped, he was visited by the previous kids who got kidnapped, and they each gave him like a little thing to do, like how they tried to break out. Like one, there was a space behind the wall that they were working on trying to like out the brick, right? So he did that and he tried that and that didn't work. But the one thing he never did was try to go up the stairs when the guy set the trap and left the door open, right? So then another one of the kids was like, take the black phone. It didn't even work. It didn't even ring, but it was there. And it was like the ones that are held onto the wall. So he was like, take out the inner parts of the phone receiver or whatever it's called and fill it with the dirt from the wall that you dug out. And he was like, and learn this 1-2 step. So then another one of the people were like, I can't remember what they told him to do, like to like go behind the toilet and do something. So in the end, so each time the guy would do all the things he was told to do, the kid would do all the things that he was told to do, and then it wouldn't work out, right? But in the end, all of the things together worked in order to help get him out of the basement. And oh, it was so good. Like I feel like I'm yes, it's scary because he was visited by the previous dead kid.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So these are ghosts. What kind of movie were you watching?
It's kind of a ghost, but it's not coming off as a ghost. So the phone would ring, and when the phone would ring, it would be like one of the other kids who didn't survive giving him like some clues, like, hey, don't go upstairs because that's what he wants you to do. He'll kill you if you do that. And like I said, they were each giving him a little something to go on.
Scrooge.
Like
Scrooge.
Scrooge. What you say?
You know how Scrooge, they were visited from somebody.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's funny. But it was something kind of sort of like that. But some of them talked through the phone. And then when he was talking to him on the phone, then they would kind of like appear in spirit next to him and say, no, this is how you do it, or this is where you find this, whatever. It was so good. Oh my God, I screamed out loud in the theater.
Not you.
Yes, I did.
So what was his purpose of kidnapping the kid?
So he wanted to kidnap him and kill him. You know, crazy killers, they don't have purposes. That's the purpose.
So I wonder, was it like a mind control? Because you said he left the door open, but it was a trap. So it's like he wanted to see how react to different situations.
I don't know if it was like that thorough or deep. I think maybe it was a control thing for the man because he would wear a mask. And then at one point he had a visitor, his brother came, and his brother was on all the drugs, but his brother came because he was like trying to figure out, like where the killer was. And he was like mapping out where all the kids were stolen from. And so he had this map in the killer's living room. And he was like, the first kid was taken from here. The second kid was taken from here. So it's got to be the killer's got to be somewhere around here. Right. And so when the brother like figures out something and he's like, wait, what's this whole basement situation that he keeps going down in, but he's not showing me like exactly what's happening. Or what's down there. And so then one day, the killer brother leaves, and the nosy brother, who's like trying to play detective and drug addict at the same time, was like, let me go downstairs. And so then the brother catches him downstairs, and this sounds so cheesy, but he has an axe, and the guy's about to let the kid who's in the basement out. And in the process of finding the boy, the brother comes down the stairs and he kills him.
Should have known.
Oh my God, it was so crazy. It was so good. I was like,
so did he out in? Because you said the child, right?
So then he got locked up downstairs. He never came upstairs. The man was on the stairs when he was walking down, and he opened the door and he saw the boy, and he was like, and then the boy was in the basement and he was watching the guy on the stairs, and he could see the killer coming down behind him and his own brother's head off.
So did your phone ring after you left the movies?
I don't think so, but oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. Yeah,
because the way you telling it don't seem like it's scary, but for it's you scary. I can't even scream it.
It's scary because like there are scenes where like the boy seems like he's so close to getting away, right? And then one time he did get away. Like he was able to like tunnel through, and then he ended up in the back of a refrigerator, and he came out through there, and then but he never took the stair route until the very end. And so one of the times when he got away, he actually got away. And then the guy came in his killer white truck, the white truck that have the side doors that all the killers have. He ended up like chasing after him and catching him. And then he put him back in the basement. It was... And the whole time, like, I was like, oh my God, he's so close. And then it's just, it was good. And the person I was with, like, I know they wanted to scream too, but that probably would have made him look a little soft or something.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Right.
Oh no, it's not like that. Not like that. Not like that at all.
When you scream?
What you say? What did you say, Shanita?
I said, did you grab him when you scream? Like,
No, ma'am, I didn't do that. However, I probably should have. But no, I didn't do none of that.
That's funny. That's funny.
So anyway, that was my whole little rundown of the story. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that movie.
Right.
But thank you for telling me about it.
and I guess I didn't think it was really too much of nothing. Because, you know, I saw the Minions was in theaters, but they said that they was taking them out because people was vandalizing a lot of stuff.
At the Minions movie?
So they
A
was
kids movie?
A kids movie, but I guess it's one of the characters or something was doing something, and so they said that they was vandalizing a lot of stuff, so they was pulling it out of theaters.
That's so weird. People will find all kind of reasons just to be crazy as hell. Oh, sorry.
No, that's the truth though.
Right.
Like, you know, people don't really need a reason to just do the most for no reason.
Just like when what was the movie came out, Black Panther, and they had Popeye's chicken, like a whole spread. Yes, they had like a whole spread in the movie.
That must have been us. That was us,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. With the Popeye's chicken.
Yes.
Like, y'all just, it's funny, but I love my people.
Yes. I was gonna ask y'all something. So I was off of social media for a couple of days. Then I came back and they was like, Nick Cannon was trending, but I don't know why. So I was like, I guess y'all know.
Because he's about to have another kid.
I know one of the things that he was trending about was the Drumline movie scene when he goes to visit his father and he's telling his dad, you know, I made it without you. I ain't got a whole bunch of kids running around. And so you know, cussing and be like, basically saying whatever, like you do got a whole bunch of kids running around. So that was one of the little clips that I seen.
I didn't really see too much except for I think he like Elon Musk, you know, that guy. He had twins with somebody, and then Nick commented on Elon Musk. I don't even know what was said. Yeah, because those are two people that I really don't take too much interest in. I mean, Nick Cannon's handsome, but that's about it.
You say you think he's handsome?
Nick Cannon, yeah.
I don't know. It's like the proportion of his face or something. It's like elongated. Like he has the potential, but it's something I don't know. Like he still looks the same from his very first movie, from Drumline.
Yeah,
like,
he does not age. That is true.
Progression. He's just stuck. It's kind of like on pause.
Yeah, I think it's his personality. I think it's on purpose. What he shows in the media is on purpose. And so you only see the same person over and over. Even when he tried to play hard or trying to rap, he's still like the same person to me. Yeah. That's what it seems like. But I do think it's interesting that Takara, it seems like you got a type, because I know you think Marlon Wayans is attractive, and they're the same person to me. Not the same person.
But you know what the thing is, though? It's so weird because I like the way they look, right? I don't care for their manner, like the goofiness, the inappropriate. Not Nick Cannon so much, but Marlon, he is so incredibly inappropriate, and that does not appeal to me. But his physical appearance, yes.
So is it the hair?
No, it's not the hair, it's the face. I think they are both attractive.
I never thought about that, but Marlon Wayans and Nick Cannon do look alike.
Yes. So I guess I do have a type because I was gonna say something. I mean, to be honest with you, Marlon Wayans, honestly, like maybe not so much now, but like when I really thought Marlon Wayans was handsome, he kind of reminds me of my daughter's father. Like when they were both super skinny and had those semi mohawks, kind of looked a lot alike. Nick Cannon too.
Actually. Oh wow. And I feel like I have dated a variety of looks, but not, I guess, what I'm just ultimately attracted to. Like, I guess what I look at and what I want, I don't feel like I've dated that person, but I had a variety. Like, if you look at my people, you wouldn't really see like a pattern of, oh, this person looks like that. But I've been told that one of my exes have dated females after me that all look like me, like they have a gap, they, you know, have the same educational background, like similar jobs, all of that type of stuff. And I've seen and they do like have, I look better, but they have some type of feature of me. But for me, I don't think you could figure out what I like based on who I've dated.
So I have a question. Do you date or do you feel like you have to be physically attracted to somebody, like their look, their face, their appearance?
Ideally, yes, but reality, no. Because okay, for me, I feel like I've always thought if the guy was interested in me, he'll talk to me. So I kind of go by who approaches me because I'm not going to approach them. So the ones that approach me are not typically the ones that I really like. So I'm not really attracted to them initially. It's like, you know, once I get to talking to them, their personality, then the feelings come and I overlook their face. But looking back, I'm like, I hate you.
Wait. Did you say you overlook their face?
Because I was like, okay, you know, it'll grow, or, you know, I get over it or whatever. But, you know, he has a really nice personality.
Yeah. And so I think
I realize how bad they look until looking back at pictures, and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, but I think that's why you, like the people that you date in the past, like no one can tell what your type is because you date based off of personality instead of how they look. But it's weird though, like how do you look at them differently after the fact and you're like, oh, they're not that attractive?
Because their personality, and you know, at that point it's like, oh, I really like him, you know, he makes me laugh, he does things for me, all of this. And then once I'm just looking back through old pictures, I'll be like, man, he was really ugly, you know, like it never dawns on me at that moment because I don't see that. I feel like your heart, because you can have a very good looking guy,
right,
but the reality is horrible, and so it makes them not look as attractive. So for me, it's like I look at your heart because that's what really matters. But I want to be able to look and have some type of attraction to you. But you can dress people up and they might be okay.
So that's the thing. That's what I've always said, and I'm sure Crystal has heard me say it 100 times. I want to date somebody and be with somebody that I like to look at. I need to like to look at you. It's just what it is.
Hey, just say two guys come, you decide you're gonna take yourself out today, and you're out, you enjoying your day, and then all of a sudden two random guys at two different points come talk to you or whatever, and one of them was very handsome. I mean, like you have a checklist, he's checking off all the boxes, but his personality wasn't really there. It's like he kind of know, like, oh, I look good, you know.
Oh, no. That's not gonna work either. I need to like to look at you, and you got to be able to talk to me, like make it make sense, because the two cannot, like, I can't just be looking at you and that's the end of the story. Okay, no, so there needs to be some substance under there.
What if he has substance, but he does not have a good able to support himself? He stays with his mom, but
who encounters what?
You wouldn't know that initially. They may not. I don't ask that, but you know, it may not come up.
I don't think I give off a vibe that gives people permission to approach me that are extra crazy. Like, not crazy, but who who, like, when I go out into the world, you know, I do it in such a way that you know that, hey, like, no, I'm not everything, and look at these edges, but don't look at these edges. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying at the same time, like, I present myself in such a way that you got to be a certain type of dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, you just not gonna be Billy Joe Bob and come up to me. You're not. I don't get that. I swear to God, I don't get that.
So you wouldn't engage in the conversation, not even thinking, "Oh, I'm interested in that person."
I mean, I will say hi and, oh, how's the weather to anybody, like male or female. That's not.
So just say, what if you're not looking for him, and before you know it, hours have passed, and you had this great conversation?
I wouldn't.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't either, Crystal?
No, because
No, I
also,
would. She wouldn't.
I absolutely would not, because I am not like just meeting people for the sake of meeting people type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, oh, let's go make friends today. I don't want to do that. So again, I'll speak to everybody. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? Oh my God, it's so nice outside. And if there's no interest beyond that for me, which usually there isn't, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't go any further because I don't engage.
I don't know. And see, I think that's how I get stuck, because like I just feel like I need to talk, and then I don't want to be rude and just get up.
It's not rude. Like, move on, carry on. It's fine.
The personality, and I see them trying. Like, I try to wait for like an opening, like somebody come up and speak. Okay, well, I gotta go, and then walk off. But if not, I just feel like, and then I don't want you to ask me my number, because if you ask me my number, I'm really not interested. I don't want to hurt your feelings and just be like, no, because
even I got a man.
No, that did not work now. It does
Girl,
not.
I think y'all must be dealing with different type of people, because that whole, and it's not said like, I got a man. No, you know, like, it's with some force, like, no, thank you. I'm so good over here. My man is, you know, he's amazing, or whatever you say. I mean,
so Shanita, how do you get out of not giving them your phone number then?
I just don't make contact. Like, if I'm going to the grocery store or something like that, I'm gonna look down. You can't really see my mouth or whatever. You can see my eyes, but I'm gonna make it where you don't really want to speak to me. Because
exactly, you do know how to do it. Yeah.
Well, in that type of setting, because I'm walking, I'm actually doing something. But if I'm like sitting, just say if I'm standing in line for something and you standing in line too, like, I'm not one of the people that like to engage in conversation. I don't feel like you have to talk to me just because we're both waiting. Like, if you want to occupy your time and do something else, then you do that. But I'm not that, like, I don't want to talk. Like, if I'm
no, but I see you talking though. Meaning, like, you seem like you would be getting along quite nicely with the random person at the Jewel checkout or Walmart checkout.
One of my friends, we had the same conversation, like, with exact opposites. Like, in person, she's not as friendly, but I'm friendly. Like, if I know you, we can talk or whatever. I'm a friendly person. But when I don't know, when I'm by myself and I'm shopping or something, like, I don't want to engage. I hate, one of my biggest pet peeves, I don't want to have the small talk while waiting to check out. Like, just let me, you don't have to, I try not to make eye contact. You don't have to feel obligated to talk to me. I don't want to feel obligated to talk to you. And it never fails. I get the chattiest people that want, and then even if I turn around, you still talking. And I just, that just irritates.
And I'll let you talk to yourself.
It's only, I don't get it. It's only a couple of minutes now. Like, why don't you, I don't get it.
I just, because it's pointless conversations.
Yeah.
And I realize some people may be lonely, you know, that may they
That's
only
true.
For me, I'm on a time crunch. Like, I'm coming in here, get what I need to get, and I'm ready to go. Now, if I'm bored, which is very seldom, like if I'm in a store or something, no, I still wouldn't. I don't know.
And Crystal, what about you?
Yeah,
I know about you.
Like, I don't mind like the whole pointless talking about the weather conversation. To me, those are like wonderful. I have heart eyes, because I'd rather have that than someone be in my actual business and I don't know you. Let's go back to this weather. Don't worry about what I'm doing at home, what my job is. let's go back to this weather. And I'm here for it. I'm here for talking about the weather all day, every day. Like, I'm excited. Yep.
So like if you're in a, not just saying you're on vacation, but I'm saying like every day you going to make a grocery store run, or you going to pick something up, or you going to pick your food up or something, or you waiting to meet somebody else so y'all can go somewhere, you will be okay with somebody just, yeah.
I'm okay with the small talk. Like, we're waiting in line somewhere. Give me small talk. Now, don't tell me about a product. I don't want a 10-minute conversation. Let's go back to this weather, and then we're gonna move on, because that's the line, that's the road, that's the script. Don't move from the script.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no.
Like that to God, or no, you're not gonna talk.
I mean, no, like I said, I'm going to keep it so short and cute. You're going to know, it'll be very clear. Oh, she don't want to be talked to. And I don't. And like, because I just, and this, because it always sounds so horrible when I say it, but I don't just be in the business of having people, like, just for the sake of, I don't know what people's sake is. That's why I don't have them. Like, like, I don't, like, I got my salads and that's it. Like everybody else, and again, I'm from, where I'm from, and I've lived there most of my life outside of going to school and stuff like that. And so I know a lot of people, right? But let me tell you this, I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know my face, right? Even the people at my church, they know my face. Most of them, they may not even be able to tell you what my name is. Oh. And that's the honest God truth. And they have seen me for years, for literally years. And they probably cannot tell you what my name is.
No, she's not sad about it.
I did what I was supposed to do. No. What do they say? She knew the assignment, or whatever it is. I knew the assignment. That was the assignment that made the most sense for me. No.
I don't know. It just be funny. Like, I think if it was a guy, like you said, that I'm interested in, or I can see as a potential, like, person I can date, then I may be okay with that. But I think like just the old people just randomly talking, or just random people, and you're like, what do you think about this? Or, I have my grandkids. I don't care. So,
interesting to me, because you just give off like,
I know,
warm and fuzzy.
But yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people never know that about
super
me.
Approachable, like easy to talk to.
Not like if I'm in a store, like depending on the setting or whatever. But like if I'm at work or on vacation, I'm okay with that. But just random, like every day, I don't want to engage in conversation in an elevator. Please, let's
I love it.
At the numbers, like. I don't want to talk. That'd be the longest time ever being stuck in the elevator with people.
The other day, I was in Carrington's swim class, and she's in the pool, and I'm sitting on one of the seats on the side, and another parent is like sitting, like not next to me, but in the next seat, and she's talking about her son, and oh, he's tried it before, and okay, that is so nice. He's doing so good. And I totally tune her out. We are done talking.
But people just don't care. I don't see how you must have a really good don't talk to me face, because
I'm sure I do.
Care. Like I've been on the phone and they be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you on the phone?" Yeah. Oh, but yeah. So you totally ignore the fact that I done told you I'm on the phone, and so I just sit there and talk.
Right. So you're going to have to start ignoring people and stop smiling.
Well, you can't see that I'm smiling because I have a mask on.
No, it's just, some people exude smiles, and you're one of them. It's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a really good thing, and I think some people have the resting BITCH phase, and I think that people know to leave them the heck alone.
Yeah, so I think you're going to have to work on that. Like, there are things you can literally do. Like, someone talk to you, only give a one-word answer. Like,
that's
keep
it.
Short.
That's it.
Yeah.
I do.
No. You're probably like, yeah. No, the answer is yep. Nope. I don't know. Like, Like you're not being rude, you're responding, you know, you're not making eye contact. It's getting lower every time they talk. You're whispering almost.
I think I tend to laugh a lot, but it's nothing is funny. You know,
And
it's
that's
just
inviting.
supposedly be funny. And I'm like, yeah. And maybe that makes them think that I'm engaging and I'm not.
Yeah,
That is so funny.
You
And
gotta
you know
have
what else I do? So this ring, whenever,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes you can feel like when somebody's about to approach you, and because I already know if it's a yes or a no for me, and if I can feel somebody about to approach me, I will do this and put it on this finger.
So you hold it up or you just put it on?
And I put it on, and then I'm like, no rock or anything, just see the ring where it is. So please leave me the hell alone. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like I think if they're like if you want people to stop talking to you, there are things that you can do, and it's okay to do those things. It's not being rude. Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better, but it'd be so funny to me if I be on the phone and I hear like the friend I was telling you about. I'm like, how are you just so friendly? Like you would think she's the friendliest person in the world, and she's not. But in public, she is. But in reality, she's really not. And it's the exact opposite. So that'd be funny to me.
It actually kind of sounds like me. Like when I'm on vacation, I can be like very friendly, very talkative. But like I said, when we get past those certain questions, I turn to a whole different person. Like, I don't know, it's just get out of my business. I turn into Takar. Like, nope. Nope.
That would be funny if we was together one day. Like we would I ain't gonna say the whole day, like a half a portion of the day. All of us had to switch roles and act like the other person.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yes. I already know what would happen. Like, yeah, we would end up being in a conversation because you would not switch roles. The game would be over, and me and Takara would be gone. I'm not saying.
Yep. You know, and it's so funny because my mom is the exact opposite. And so when we go places, I'll be like, Gloria, if you don't stop talking to these people so we can get up out of here. Like, and then when we get in the car, she'd be like, you are so mean. No, I'm just not. And then you want to complain about the lady who was keeping you held up, but you're steady talking.
Yes.
Yes. That's my mom too. Like, but you know, like when y'all go on cruises and stuff, and it be the people that be trying to sell you stuff, you cannot stand there and just let them talk to you. You're gonna be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Not even cruises in Walmart. You know how you have like the cake people or whatever. Like, hey, how you doing? Now them, I just be like, good, and I keep walking. So at that point, I think because I hate it getting stuck, and then even if I tell them, oh, I already have cable. Oh, well, what do you have? Like, let's see what we. No, you can't help me.
That's why you cannot answer not even one question, not even the starter question, because there's a follow-up question regardless of what your answer is.
Yep. I just started like not even talking. I just shake my head. And don't even look at them and just keep going.
So do we want to do a letter now?
Yeah, let's do a letter. Okay, so it says, ladies, I'm a plus size female with big boobs, and I've always wanted to wear clothes that show my shoulders and arms. My bra straps have left marks on my shoulders, so it wouldn't look right if I tried to wear something strapless. I've seen a couple of you wear off the shoulder shirts, and I didn't see any marks. Do you have any tips on how to keep from getting marks on your shoulders, or how to hide the bra marks? Sincerely, Leslie.
Well, I can't help you because I have the same issue. So, Chrissy, you're gonna have to give us some advice on that.
I mean, I say for me, I feel like I have marks. I think it's probably just not as noticeable as maybe other people, but I think we all notice stuff on our own body more than other people notice on our body. That's what I think it is, because I feel like when I wear it, I can tell.
You probably can tell. So is your marks like scratches? Because it seemed like she may have something similar to what I deal with. Mine is like different colors. Like it's like an indentation or whatever. Like you can literally see the marks. But it's a different, you having like a couple of scratches from like the bra, then like your whole shoulder is messed up. Because I don't wear out the shoulder stuff.
No, I have indentions. And I feel like right now it's probably not as big of a discoloration, which I feel like I have seen in the past on my own shoulder, but don't see that as much. But I do see the indention, and yeah, I think it's not as bad as it has been in the past.
Do you think everybody, because she says like it's, don't you think everybody deals with that a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Like I think if you still have heavy breasts for your body size or whatever, and I know once before I was told that the weight of your bra should not be in your scraps anyway. Your scraps is literally just keeping like the flap up, but the bra should be fitted like around your, what is it?
Your like, torso.
Yeah, this way. So that's pretty much what should be holding your bra. Think about like a scrapless bra. You don't have to have scraps, but it still stay up. So ideally, your bra is supposed to be fitted the same way, and your scraps is just kind of holding it up. And I think if you're in the appropriate bras, that's what's putting, because for me, I feel like the weight is pulling this way instead of fitting around here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
As you were saying, I think that's what changed for me is I started wearing different types of bras. So I think you're going to have to wear more expensive bras, buy more expensive bras, and that's going to change up and help a lot. It's not going to be cute, like the little sexy cute, but I do feel like wearing a more supportive bra that's going to cover everything will help release some of the tension, like what you were saying. I think that changed for me when I changed bras.
And I was gonna say, also embrace it. Like we all have those little things, and like maybe Crystal said that we probably notice those type of things. They probably stand out more to, like if I was looking at somebody who had them, I probably would not notice, or it would not be like an eyesore, something that would stick out. So these are parts of us, right? I mean, where would you wear your stuff, girl? Like your strapless stuff or your off the shoulder stuff, I mean, and I guess do what makes you most comfortable. So I guess if you're not comfortable with the marks being seen, but also at the same time try to embrace it because it's a part of you.
Yeah. And Takar, you helped me notice something like a little while back. We were talking and you said something similar, which is like, even though you're smaller than me, there are still things that you don't like about your body. And then it's kind of like pick any female and you may think that she looks nice and she's going to find something about her body. So it's kind of
any female and probably male too.
Yeah. So if I was smaller or whatever I want to be, I'm still going to have something that I don't like about my body. So why not just be okay with where I am now? Because I'm always going to have something that I don't like about it, unless I get to a point and I just accept who I am at every size. Like
at every size, at every.
I don't like this. I don't like that. Like I wish this was different, but you know what? It is what it is. I want to be. I want to, walk around on the beach in my 2-piece or whatever. It's always gonna do be something. So let me do
it. But again, also, I think we said this before too. It's in the way that you carry yourself, because if you are out there and you are wearing what you are wearing and you are feeling good, and like can't nobody mess with that, you know what I mean? Like if you are truly feeling good, and honestly, like fake it till you make it, because at some point you will feel that way.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Encourage yourself.
I have the mindset of when I'm on vacation, I don't care, because like when we would go on cruises, like these people, they didn't care what they had on. But I'm like, how many?
But they was happy one day.
They were, but that's what I'm saying. I wonder how many of them did that when they are back in their own environment, or did you switch it? Because if you still have that same mindset, you don't care what people think because you don't know them. It's the same when you're at home too. But it's not that easy for me.
I mean, I don't think it comes easy for anybody. I think it over time, like you have to work on changing your mindset and putting your mindset in that space. Like, do I want to be happy or do I want to make these people comfortable?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's always going to be something. So
always. Anyway, interesting question. Hope we helped. So I think that's our show for today. Are we going to do an after show today, guys?
Yeah. Why not? Unless somebody got something to do.
I'm good. I'm here. So hopefully, you'll join us next week when we play the after show. But thank you for watching this week. If you have any questions, please send in your letters at themelanatedopinion@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, The Melanated Opinion, and Twitter, I think The Melanated O. Right? Okay. So again, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.